your early startup. So this was River Dynamics over here that you co-founded. Is that kind of how you cut your teeth as an entrepreneur, and how you kind of learned the original founder skills? And is that?
And what is River Dynamics?
Yeah, and what? Yeah, what
well, there's actually a tie into Grinspoon there. So
cool.
I got an email from who became my co-founder. His name was Doug, and his wife was very much into Australian music. Mm-hmm. And down the bottom of the Grinspoon website, it's like, this website is built by Matt. You know, here's a link off to my website or my email, I can't remember. And he sent me an email saying, "Hey, I've got this idea. Could you build this thing for me?" And he was working in the insurance industry, and he was receiving work on the supplying insurance companies on the claim side of things. So, you know, you make a claim and there's a bunch of providers that provide stuff to do with claims. And he's like, this is a really inefficient process, and I feel like it should be able to be created into some sort of automation or something. Can you help me? So, so he found me because his wife clicked on a link on the website. I mean, you should talk to this guy. He seems to be able to build websites, and seems like you need a website. Yeah. That was River Dynamics. And yes, that was my first co-foundership. I had run a hosting company with a friend and hosted websites, which was convenient because I was building websites, and hosting back in the day was a bit rudimentary. But yeah, so that was where I went, I can do that. So the CTO and tech co-founder, I'm like, I can build anything. Just, tell me what you need to build, and we'll go off and build it. And we built it and we sold it. We had some new investors and directors come along who were sort of ex-IBM sales guys and went, this seems to be working well. We can sell this thing. So they did. And by that time, it was about 5 years in. And Doug and I were both pretty tired, and we were just like, well, do you guys just want to buy an office? And they bought an office, and we went out our own ways. Interestingly enough, I have done two other startups with Doug, my original founder.
Oh, wow.
So we did another one together, which lasted a year. We bootstrapped, it didn't quite work. But the current one, he is the technical co-founder. So he writes all the code and deals with it, and I'm just the passive investor now. So I invested in the company. That was called managedfunctions.com. Okay. So they're still in the insurance company, still in the insurance industry, but he's literally built an amazing platform on top of the AWS cloud. Yeah. And he, again, self-taught himself as well. So there's something there.
Yeah, great. And so we actually, listening to your Tractor Ventures podcast there.
Yes,
Hard Mode, yeah. We came across Claimo, which seems like another similar business model. Is that one of the ones in your portfolio, or is that just an interesting founder that you guys liked? Or
No. Claimo is a Tractor Ventures portfolio company. Yeah. Yep. So Nathan and his wife from Claimo realised that there was a bunch of basically illegal insurance sold to people, bundled up inside mortgages and other kinds of loans.
Yeah.
And there was a royal commission that went, yep, this is definitely illegal. And all the banks went, crap. We've got billions of dollars worth of exposure here. And Nath was actually in part of the legal side to understand how that stuff works. So he's like, I'm going to help people understand whether or not they got sold this junk insurance, which is almost like an opt-out tick box when you got a loan or whatever, and people didn't do it. So they paid for it. It was rolled up into their, onboarding costs. And it turns out they get heaps of money back for just regular people that were basically screwed by this thing. And it's basically a claims management business. They need to interact with the lender, and the lender needs to dig out their records from 2007 and go, yep, we screwed up, sorry about that, and then pay them out.
Yeah, wow. Okay, crazy.